Hey guys, I wanted to take a second to kind of show you some tips and tricks of what I do with my leftover catalogs from like a previous season or collection. So I know right now at the time of this video, the spring 2020 collection just came out, and I've got some fall slash winter catalogs left, as well as some spring of 2019 catalogs left. So I didn't want to just throw these away or put them in the recycle bin. I wanted to try to come up with a creative way to use them that showcases not only the sets that are might still be available, but also kind of show off some of the hostess rewards. So I'm going to show you some quick little envelopes that I made out of the catalogs that use no cutting. There's no cutting involved, and they hold 1 or 2 sets you can get in here, and these fit not only the new packaging that was released with the new spring 2020 collection, but also how to create the same envelope for the larger packaging, since we'll be getting sets in both the larger packaging and the newer packaging as we start to transition to the smaller size. So with that being said, some little things I like about these little envelopes. Yes, you can very easily, quickly put in 1 or 2 sets in here along with a little card or a little gift. It showcases, again, some of the sets that might still be available. But when the customer removes their sets, they can see the hostess rewards very quickly. So it kind of sends them a little subliminal message about the hostess rewards they can get by hosting a party. So it's one of the reasons I don't do any cutting on this envelope, because it maintains the integrity of this piece, as well as just showcase all the beautiful sets that have been available. So with that being said, I will show you how to do these. I'm going to start with the new size of the packaging. So I usually have at least 2 sets on hand to kind of help with the measuring and folding and different things, just to make sure that you get the sizing correct, because you can make a few of these ahead of time and then just keep them, you know, in your drawer or whatever it is, and get one out as you need it, not have to necessarily create them on the fly. So I wanted envelopes that were accessible anytime, especially when I realized I don't have any normal mailing envelopes or gift bags to put sets in. So as far as supplies that you need to make these, you need a catalog and some Scotch tape. It could be a matte finish, a clear finish, it really doesn't matter. You just need tape. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the catalog to where the host benefit information is right in the middle. There's 2 panels on each side of that host benefit. So for the smaller packaging, like I mentioned, the new packaging that we just got, we're going to use the existing crease lines that are here with the catalog. So the first thing you're going to do is just bring the left side down and align the top edge with the crease line that already exists with the catalog. So you're just going to line that up closely. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then make a new crease line and a diagonal. You're going to do the same thing on the right side. Again, you're going to bring the top over to meet the seam. Doesn't have to be perfect, close enough. And again, make your nice straight crease line. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is, using that existing crease line of the catalog, you're just going to bring this side over. And I like to just kind of reinforce that crease. Bring the other side over as well. You'll have to, this side is kind of bunched up a little bit. You're just going to make sure to kind of hold that down, crease that down. Next thing I'm going to do is basically just use, I don't know if you can still see it, but there's a catalog crease line right here. We're just going to use that crease line and fold it underneath. Press that down. I'm going to make sure I'm in the whole video here. We're going to crease these sides down. And then what I like to do, you have a couple of different options when you fold this side under. You could fold it all the way to where it's flush with the end of the white paper. What I like to do though is leave a little bit of the manicure showing, whatever the manicure is on the catalog. I know this worked out really well for the spring 2019 as well as this fall catalog. I'll be curious to see how it works with the new spring 2020 catalog. But you're just gonna fold that across. You're gonna flip over your catalog here, your little envelope, and get a piece of tape that is about the length of to just hold this flap down. It doesn't have to be perfect, close enough. And it's just really to hold it down. And then there is your cute little envelope. You can grab 1 or 2 sets, place them in there, and it's ready to go, ready to deliver to your customer. Now the other envelope for the larger set, take these out. It doesn't quite use the existing crease lines, but close enough. So we're gonna do basically the exact same thing. It's just that where we make our crease is gonna be slightly different. So let me get that one out of the way. Get a new catalog. Again, you're gonna open it to where the host benefit section is facing up and in the middle. And instead of taking this top line and lining it as closely as you can to this crease line, you're still gonna fold it over, but you're gonna leave a little bit of space. I'm not really measuring it. It could be a couple of millimeters. It's not an exact science here, but I'd leave a couple of millimeters there. And then again, make your crease line. And then you're gonna do about the same distance there, 2 or 3 millimeters on the right side. Hold it down, make your crease. And this is where with the bigger sets, I actually like to use them when I'm making the sets, use 2 of them. So you know you can confidently get 2 of the larger sets into the envelope. So we're gonna set those in there. We're gonna bring the left side across. Going to bring the right side across. May have to kind of reinforce that crease again. Make your crease down at the bottom. Just kind of run your thumb against the bottom there. And then this one, as you can see, the crease doesn't line up exactly, but that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and fold this piece underneath. Kind of set it down. Again, make a little crease line there. And again, it's really up to you. When you go to fold it over on the back side, you can line it up flush or leave a little bit of room there at the bottom so they can see that gorgeous best of both swirls. I like to make sure, try to get these lined up on the back just so it's, when you tape it, it lines up nicely. But again, doesn't have to be an exact measurement on the piece of tape, just enough to hold it down. And there you go. When you're putting in the larger sets, I would recommend putting the Color Street logo up, because sometimes if you try to do it this side where the set shows, which would be super adorable, if it's one of the sets like these instead of the sideways seam, this tends to get caught on when you're trying to put the sets in the envelope. It gets caught here in the back and you could rip your envelope. So it's just easier if you just do the Color Street logo up and then put these sets in there very gently. And then there you go. You got both sets in there. Again, you could just do one set and put a little card inside, but there you go. That's all there is to making some cute little envelopes out of your existing catalogs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.